Zamoye, and I'm the manager and writer for Dress to Impress. I'm also the person who writes and creatively directs our quests. Have you ever wondered what the behind-the-scenes production of our quests look like? Well, wait no further, because today I'll be taking you guys on a journey throughout our process. First off, the magic all starts from this, and these, and also my laptop. When I'm writing out a new quest, the first thing I like to do is start to think about key components that I'd like to add to the storyline. I use the storyline to base mini games and objectives off of it, and once I finish those, then I start working on character dialogue and writing out cutscenes. Then I do some research on certain topics in a quest if it has any historical or mythological significance or references, to make sure that everything is accurate and good to go. For example, with the summer quest, because one of the new main characters is a pirate, I had to research how pirates talk / pirate lingo to make sure that it was completely accurate. Once I finish writing and polishing everything, I send off a document to the rest of our team so we can begin production. You know a little bit more about what I do. Let me take you through what the rest of our amazing team does to contribute to our quest. Once I finish all of my writing, the first thing I like to do is reach out to our wonderful builders, because they build everything. They make the maps. Everything that you're seeing in-game, they built. For the summer quest, when I was thinking about it, I was wondering what could we do to make this fun and summery and something on the water. You know, last year we had a mermaid race, and I was like, what's something we could do? Let me think. A yacht. Who doesn't want to go on a luxurious yacht out in the summertime with your friends? Like, that's awesome. So our modeler, Matt, created this amazing, huge yacht along with Hart, and this is the yacht that you will be on 90% of the time in the summer quest. It has a top deck, below deck. I don't know all the boat terms, but I had to search it up before, but it has everything, and I wish it was a real yacht because I would get on it. And you know, it has a little bit of lore to it as well. If you see that it's called the White Dove, if you connect two and two together, yeah. We have Hart, who created a set for one of our secret cutscenes that you will be able to unlock in the quest that's hidden somewhere on some island. So this is a video of her building that out. After the maps have been completed, then it is time to transfer the work over to our engineers. So the name is kind of self-explanatory, but basically they put in a bunch of code into Roblox Studio and they make everything work. They make the gears turn. So any mini games, any like monsters, boss battles, anything like that, they are the ones behind that to make it work. Once the maps are built, then I send off what I wrote for different mini games or objectives or boss battles or anything like that, and then we work together on how it can be best cohesive and most feasible and things like that. They also submitted some pretty cool videos showing how they input code and then it turns into something. when we're adding new characters to the quest, like Nurse Julie in the past, and now for the summer quest, the amazing Captain Scarlet Fierce, the first thing we have to do is think about what is she going to look like. So when I'm writing out the character, I kind of start envisioning what she looks like based on how I'm writing her, what the character looks like based on how, I'm writing them out. So I was envisioning like flaming red or ginger hair. She was missing an eye. It was either an eye or a hand. And so Heavenly, who was one of our amazing concept designers, took those ideas of mine and then turned them into something of her own and went out and found her own inspiration. And then she sketched out mine, colored everything, and then made the official concept for Captain Scarlet Fierce. So after the official concept for a character is done, then we can go ahead and send that over to Dory. So if you don't know what Dory does for the quest, she is someone who draws the character dialogue art. So when you're speaking to a character or a character is talking to you and see art next to the dialogue box, that is what Dory draws. And she makes different expressions for those characters based on the voice lines that I write. So for example, if Scarlet Fierce has an angry line and she's like, what are you doing on my ship? Obviously she'd have a cool accent. I can't really do that, but if she was like, what are you doing on my ship? Then Dory would draw her with an angry expression to copy that, to imit that. So if she also had a sad line, then Dory would draw her with a sad expression, so that's what Dory does. On to one of my other favorite categories, character dialogue and voice acting. So what I love about writing out dialogue is that I get to create different personalities, different traits, and their expressions or how they're feeling. I get to create a story within a story, basically. It's like screenwriting. It is screenwriting. It's script writing, basically. And so then I send those scripts off to our voice actors and actresses so then they can voice those lines. And so we have about 6 or 7 different voice actors / voice actresses who are all super talented, and they'll do different accents, they'll take different takes with different emotions, and it's really a big process. Like when I'm creating a dialogue document, I color code the characters. So Captain Scarlet Fierce, for instance, is orange, I think, and then Lana is blue or purple. By the way, that has nothing to do with lore. The colors don't have anything to do with lore. It's just so the voice actors know which character they're supposed to be voicing. Now on to clips of our voice actors and actresses in their setup / studios voicing the lines that I have written. Plus, we also have someone who did a song in the quest, and it is very alluring, if you know what I mean.
Hi, my name is Beth EVA, and I am the voice actor of Lana. I'm here today to show you a little sneak peek behind what I do, so yeah, I hope you enjoy. Alright, gotta get ready. It's finally summer vacation! I'm so excited to relax on my yacht for the weekend. I was so tired of being confined to my nail chair. And now I'll finally get to enjoy a stress-free and monster-free vacation. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the little sneak peek for what we have in store. And yeah, have an amazing day, and I'll see you later. Bye!
Hello, my name is Shai. I am the voice behind Agamemnon within Dressed to Impress. The voice line that I was requested to do was It's Almost Time, I believe. So we're just going to be doing a couple rounds of that. I got to warm up my voice.
It's almost time. It's almost time. It's almost time.
Hi, I'm Chloe Breeze, and I voice Captain Scarlet Fierce in Dressed to Impress. Ahoy! The name's Captain Scarlet Fierce. It seems you'd be right. But my crew ain't the ones singing love.
Hello, my name is Envylyn Alice, and I am the voice of the Siren in Dress to Impress's new summer update quest. Ta-da! Welcome to my blanket fort where all the magic happens. Ignore the fact that I'm missing 3 sound panels in the back, okay? And probably more. I'm gonna replace my DIY studio with a real one pretty soon. So I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Freddy Fazbear Pillow Pet in my workspace. In fact, I have multiple Freddy Fazbears in my workspace. Anyway, welcome to my screen with multiple tabs and my Audacity, and hi to my microphone. And this is not the voice of the Siren. I know what you're thinking, so that's why we're gonna work some magic. We're gonna speak from our chest voice, and here is what it sounds like. Have I transformed myself into a siren now? Keep your eyes peeled for DTI's new summer quest, where Captain Scarlet Fierce is extremely hot, and so am I.
Hello, my name is Rachel Hardy, and I am a vocalist. And recently, B-Slick, the guy behind all of the awesome music from Dress to Impress, reached out and asked if I wanted to do some siren vocals for the new summer update. So I'm really excited for you guys to play it. I hope you have a lot of fun, and here's a little sneak peek.
Now, even with everything that we have, a quest cannot be cinematic without music and sound effects / SFX. So our main composer is named B-Slick, and he makes all the amazing tracks in our main game and also in our quest. So we have multiple different songs in the summer quest, like every single quest, but we have reprisals, we have battle songs, we have different songs for each island. So it really sets the mood and sets the tone for the quest, because you're hearing these like really cool symphonies and melodies, and it kind of can affect your attitude, how you're feeling about it. Because if you're on Mystery Island, that's kind of scary, and you had like random hyper song playing, then you wouldn't be scared, would you? But if you have a really chilling melody or song, then you're like, ooh, this is kind of scary. I'm a little scared, you know? So the music is really important. So here is an awesome clip of B-Slick composing his music featuring his really cute baby.
Hey, I'm B-Slick, and I composed the music for Dress to Impress. Disregard the baby. One thing I love about the DTI Quest updates is that we go extra on the music every time. It's fun because there's a wide range of music we like to include. Here are some examples of what you may hear in the upcoming update.
Now, unfortunately, I don't have any clips of the sound effects that we include in the quest or how they're created, but we do have a sound effect artist named Bass W who makes all the sound effects like walking, drinking a smoothie, eating, monster screeches, different noises. You have no idea how much SFX is actually needed per quest. You know, we'll come up with lists of things that we think are needed based on the documents that I've created, but then later we're like, actually need like 20 more different sounds. So they're really, really important for setting the tone for our quest. So when I say visual design, I mean the user interface design, which is all kind of still techie sounding, but it's basically when there's a mini game and it has instructions or things that you have to press or move. That is usually visual design / UI. And so we have really talented artists for that. One is named Booga, and then the other is named Kiki. Booga composed this really cool video of all the different visual design elements that she created for the summer quest. And I think some probably familiar things that she's done in the past before was for the gift minigame, for instance, when there was that little UI that was like, this is how many gifts you have. That was Booga. For this upcoming summer quest, we have something with smoothies. Booga also made that UI. For a battle that's also in the summer quest, Booga made that UI. So Booga makes all the UI and visual design elements that you see. There's actually a lot that are always needed. She also makes the badges as well. So if you know know, when you play the quest, you get to earn different badges based on the chapters that you completed or earning secret cutscenes and different things like that. She creates a badge art. VFX is basically the special effects that you see in games. So for example, if you see a chest and it has sparkles, that is VFX. Or fog, smoke, water effects, those are all VFX. Or even in our main game, when we have items that have glowing effect or an aura or something, then those are usually VFX. So we have these two videos from a few of our VFX artists, and one is demonstrating how they created a sparkling effect for a chest, and another is how they created an effect for a giant wave. So it makes it feel like there's actually a giant wave crashing over you. Last but not least, animations and cutscenes. If you played our quest before, you know that they are incredibly cinematic, and one of those reasons is because of the amount of cutscenes we put into the quest. And they are very important. They kind of help with the storyline, they help introduce characters, they help move things along. Okay, I don't have any clips of animations specifically, but you kind of see that a little bit in the cutscenes. And when I say animations, I mean like a character moving or doing something, that is an animation. Or even if you're picking up something, that is an animation. So in the summer quest, for instance, you'll have the opportunity to pick up a tray with smoothies. Basically, I'll write out a cutscene, this character does this, and then the camera pans to this, and then Zach will create that, or he'll add a little of his own personal touch. Okay, so I hope that gave you guys more of an in-depth understanding to our process when we're creating a quest, and showed you guys the dedication, hard work, and passion that we put into the quest to make sure that it is high quality and fun and replayable and something that you just always want to talk about and always want to play, make videos on, things like that. I had a lot of fun doing this video, talking about everything, because I've been wanting to talk about our process for a while, show a little bit of my writing, show our incredible team who works on the quest for a while, just so you guys, you know more. So now you know. So I hope to see you guys there. Save the date, July 26th. The amazing summer quest will be releasing, and it has a very fun aspect that we haven't added in the quest before, which, without saying too much, basically emphasizes that you choose your own destiny. Hint, hint. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!